Hey everyone, it's Kenny. I know it's been a moment for me to be out here since the last time I did a video. Um, I had to have surgery on my mouth and a couple other things took place. Oh God! But I'm out here in the garden and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. Uh, I got some stuff out of here. Got some tomatoes out here, cucumbers. I'm getting out of here right now. We're in a heat wave, so I'm gonna come out here and get some stuff out, um, and then try to water it a little bit more as well because it's just so much stuff out here and I don't want it to excuse me I don't want it to die. I don't want it to go to waste as well. So I'm gonna flip you guys around, show you what I'm doing. Right here in the cucumber patch, you notice there's 3 cucumbers in here. Actually 4. So I'm gonna grab these out of here. And these cucumbers been actually it's more than that. I see another one. The cucumbers been doing real good. I've been able to get a whole. I done jarred up so many jars, ready for harvesting, selling, and stuff like that. Got watermelon vines running everywhere. Got watermelons growing on the fence, growing in the yard. The big ones. This is the one that been growing for the longest. That's the first one. Got the corn growing. Got onions growing, garlic growing, and so it's been quite a bit of growth in here, even though we're in a drought, which is amazing to me. Uh, and it's something else that's on there as well. But with everything that's been happening, oh, drop that sucker. With everything that's been happening, it's you would think all that stuff is dying, but it's not. And every time I come out, there's brand spanking new growth, new cucumbers, new watermelon growing. I'm gonna show you some watermelon that's growing actually on the fence. And this all I did is just took the vine and turned it around. Basically like I did this one. I took this vine and I ran it up the trellis here. I was just basically trying to give myself a little bit more wiggle room. It's a lot of weeds in there as well. Got beans that are coming up. And let me get these off here. There's some good beans right there. That's coming up. Gotta get them off. I got these are beans here. And I had some purple hull beans. There was cucumbers and tomatoes at the bottom down there. Come through and got this side of the tomatoes because they look like they're drying out. But then again, boom, when I turn around and look, there's brand spanking new growth in here. Like crazy. I had to pull my carrots up. They completely dried out. Wasn't doing anything. That was a mama because I actually came outside to get carrots. And but it wasn't. I couldn't get them. Got weeds in here. Oh, this sucker here does not belong in him. He's out of here. I didn't plant him, and he ain't got no business coming. But anyway, them suckers comes up all the time. There are some other peas over here. I'm gonna go back and get. And these are green beans here. Well, actually, these are peas. I'm sorry. I need to get off the vine. Come on. Y'all bear with me one moment. So I actually planted these so they can come up. I had a thing to put them on, but the vines started growing everywhere they can possibly go. So I just let them went. I didn't gotta watch where I'm stepping at because I don't want to step on a watermelon. I seen a watermelon over here. I know it's one right there. And there might be another one somewhere else. Let me come this way. So, and I'm gonna uproot some stuff while I'm in here. These that devils, I don't want to grow. But let me show you these watermelons. All this grass, get out of here. I don't belong in here. It's amazing how the stuff you don't plant grow, but when you're trying to grow grass, it don't want to grow. Yeah, because it was like maybe a couple of years ago, I tried to grow some more grass in my yard with grass seeds, plant seeds, and nothing. So here go one right here. Another watermelon sitting right there. Thought it was one up in here. I guess I was wrong. Oh, there's one right there. There's one right here. And then it's got two out there in the yard. And it's a couple somewhere else. Got one here growing on the fence. I got to tell them to tie that one back off. I got another one growing on the fence somewhere. They done took over my tree over here. That's the beans in that. But anyway, that's peas. I got a cantaloupe down there that's ready. I ate the honeydew melon. Got to bring you guys on that one. I picked it up and got it from over there on the other side of it. There got another one right here. That's a honeydew melon. I mean, that's a cantaloupe. Potatoes did not do good at all. So all I have from potatoes is just vines. And I have some other stuff, but what I'm gonna do on those is actually, I got another container that I purchased. I'm actually gonna put it together, and I'm going to, matter of fact, I just seen another cucumber on the ground. I'm gonna actually take the sweet potatoes vine and put it directly into the container and do it from a container versus doing it from the ground here. I'll come back and get you. I'm not sure what the temperature is right now, but I know it's hot. I know that for a fact. I'm not gonna water right now because I feel like if I water everything, it's gonna kill it. And I don't wanna do that. Let me show you how big these suckers get. Look at that. That don't make no sense. And they're just sitting on the ground growing. Let me put it there so you can see. Just see how big that joker is. How long that joker is. That makes no sense whatsoever. You're not gonna find that in the grocery store. And this one here is a cantaloupe. It's actually ready. And that's a cantaloupe right there. And so my bucket is about full. But I'm gonna check this cucumber vine one more time, just to be on the safe side. Yep, I told you better check it one more time, just to be on the safe side. Ooh, bees. Another big one. these suckers are growing. I am. I had to stop and wipe all the good water off me. That's yeah, that's a cantaloupe right here. That's a cantaloupe right there. Got a nothing in the house. I had the honeydew melon. It was over there. I ate it last week. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Well, what's left of it? Yeah. Yeah, that sucker was sweet and good. I had to let it get cold. That thing know it good. But it's another one growing over here. There's another cantaloupe. I mean, honeydew melon that's growing on this side over here. Uh, so I put the honeydew melons on one side, and then I put the cantaloupes on another side. But I actually should put them together, cause it ain't gonna hurt it, cause they both in the same family. Um, you bring me another bucket, but this one is full. Yeah, I don't think I can get any more now. So let me show y'all guys another watermelon. Well, a couple of watermelons that are growing. So this little joker here was small the other day. I got some purple whole peas right here that's growing as well. I got to get them off. And this joker was real small the other day. So I got to actually take that and I'm going to put a container around it to hold it up and on there. And then plus I'm going to pull my fence back so it won't keep leaning my fence forward. Got to get some strawberries out of there. Got another tomatoes growing up around here. Here's another watermelon right here. It's growing. This one I think I showed you guys. Oh yeah, another watermelon here growing. Another watermelon right here growing. It was somewhere else on this fence. I seen it the other day when I came out here. Got on this side, got to make sure I'm watching where I'm stepping. It's one right here that's growing. Got another little one right here growing. And all these are Jubilee watermelon. They're heirloom Jubilee watermelons. I actually ordered these seeds, so these are going to be like some of them is yellow meat, some is orange. I got one that is called a tangerine watermelon. So these are going to be like different types of watermelon that's going. Most of these that got the longer lines on it are all the same kind, except for the little round one over there. And then I have some sweet watermelon. They're going to be a black watermelon that's also growing. Um, it's like I grow stuff that I will eat, and then I grow stuff that I can produce that other people eat. That was one of the reasons for the biggest garden, the bigger the garden, not the biggest garden. These are sweet potato vines, and so I got to pull them and put them actually into containers so that the sweet potato can grow. And then, of course, my overgrowth, because my lawnmower broke, um, has overtaken this side of the area. Now you can still see sweet potatoes in here, cantaloupe that was a cabbage. I'm not even worried about it. And then all these are sweet, not all of them, most of these are sweet potatoes. But I got to come in and get all those vines out of there. And then when I cut this grass with the, hopefully with the weed eater, that's my lawnmower just completely broke on me yesterday. Handles, everything just broke. I don't know if I showed you guys that watermelon or not. Might have did. Um, but anyway, I got to get those out of there. And I got to get me another lawnmower. I started here, ended up going down by the ditch. And then all of a sudden the sucker just broke, just stopped. I mean, the cord snapped, the bottom. Uh, and so I'm going to have to try to get all this with my weed eater today. Sometime today, not to, when the sun go down. When the sun go down. But I weed eat this side weed eat this side. Uh, Pretty much just do it in sections because it's gonna take a moment to get all this done with a weed eater. It'd have been a whole lot better with the lawnmower because when you're weed eating, let me show you how much grass I got and how deep this grass is. Look how deep that grass is that I got to cut. And this from all this rain we had. It rained for like 4 to 5 weeks. Now the city did this mess. They came, put some crap in my yard, and burnt my grass, and didn't do no repairs. But look how much overgrowth and that I got to get rid of just because. But it's not because of the lawnmower, but it's a lot of overgrowth that I got to get rid of, and that's all the way down. And I had this thing clean, so I got to come back. It's gonna take like another 2 to 3 weeks to get all this clean, and then plus on top of it, not just only with the grass, it also has to deal with that. It had to have surgery on my mouth. I ended up falling. I fell like a couple of days after that. Ended up with my right leg having excruciating pain. Um, pain was so bad I couldn't even move, walk, couldn't go to work, couldn't do anything. And going to the emergency room. Um, they gave me some stuff. They gave me a yep, they gave me a shot. I got to go to pain management today to see exactly what in the world going on because only my right leg is the only part that hurts. And so I ended up having tremendous amount of pain, and I'm not sure nothing was broken. They checked, they did X-ray, ultrasounds, um, they did everything but MRI. So I'm not sure why or what is causing for my leg to throb and have tremendous pain like I've been having for the last um, couple of weeks. But whatever it is, we're gonna pray it out of there in the name of Jesus because I have no clue whatsoever, and it's just been one of those throbbing, aching things, and it's just constantly going and stuff. So, and then on top of that, I was out of work for 4 days, so that plays a lot on financial wise, and it plays a lot on me not being able to get out here in the garden, not be able to get in the yard, not be able to get everything clean and keeping it neat and organized. That gets rid of all the critters and everything that's trying to do. I was unable to get the weeds out of here because all this overgrowth. So it's a lot plays in part when you physically can't get out into your biggest project of your yard, and that's your garden, and then not counting your yard itself. And so through prayer and through grace of God, I'll be able to get all that stuff done and get it taken care of as well. Now these watermelon vines here are the sweet watermelon vines, which they actually will have the black ones. They'll be the black round watermelons that you see. Well, I don't know if you see them in the grocery stores or not, but they're black and round. They will actually have a different texture to them. This one here is a crimson ties watermelon vine here. So I have like several different types of watermelon vines actually growing. That's another reason why I wanted to get rid of that tree over there, get all that taken care of, the pipe and all that out the way, and then extend it out because I want to have room for the extension part of my yard for the watermelon vines and for the corn. And that's one of the major reasons that I want the bigger part out there because I want to be able to extend my garden out further so that I can be able to have a section full of watermelons and a section full of corn, and then have all the smaller stuff within this section. Um, Next year, Lord's will, I'm actually going to do it a little different. I'm actually going to run tomatoes on this side. Hopefully and prayerfully I can have the tree out the way and I can run tomatoes straight down. And I can basically have everything going in direct rows. Um, they all be kind of going straight down horizontal instead of going widthwise. And that way I can run my fence straight down. I can get some more wood and fence and run it straight down. And then when I come out, I can just come directly in the main gate door because I'm not going to put a door on the other end. I'm just going to have the door only on this end. And then I can basically come straight out and just walk straight down, all the way down, leave enough room for a wagon to get through and that stuff get through and go completely in. Um, Someone sent me a message and said, why did I buy mulch and then leave the grass or something like that in there? And this is the reason why. You see that grass growing up over there? That's the reason why. Uh, and then plus mulch holds moisture. The more mulch I put in into here, the more moisture it will retain. The vines will dig deeper because they're going down into the pass the mulch to the ground, and they will tap and get that water supply from there versus tapping and getting the water supply from my main water pipeline as well. And then plus, if I left grass in here, then grass would have overtaken it, especially with me being out sick and all that, because you can tell just from that part on the outside there. And then also another thing with the grass have different insects and different stuff that would have brought disease. A lot of my stuff is disease resistance, and I got a lot of stuff that are disease resistant on purpose. And so those are the reasons that I chose to go mulch versus just letting it be. And another reason on when y'all saw me tilling the ground, I was asked the question, well, why you till it up, and you could have just used it straight to the ground now. Again, that goes back to the grass because once you till the ground up, you can do direct soil, which I did do over here with that garden. I chose to do raised garden beds. I chose to do wooden raised bed and metal raised bed. That's my preference, and that's what I chose to do. It's more convenience for me. Um, it's not. It's still low. I still have to get down there a little bit closer to it. But it's total up to you what you choose and how you what you desire to want in your garden and how you want to do it. I tilled the ground up for the purpose that once I place the soil, place the mulch on top, it doesn't have to work that hard to actually break down. And then once it rains and all that stuff, then it absorbs it and holds that water up and get it completely in there. So I have my crazy multiple reasons, but if you are looking to do a garden, and you don't have to do one this size, if you're looking to do a garden and it's something that you want to do, um, I would say do your homework. Check out your area that you live in. Check your climate, your heartline zone. Um, if you want to do pots, then get you some pottery pots and put them in there. And sorry about that, you guys. It's a watermelon and strawberry. Yeah, I do have watermelon and I do have a strawberry. I'll show you that in a minute since I'm at the end now. Um, what I'm saying. So it depends on how you want to do this and everything. Sorry, just seeing y'all message down here as well. Uh, but I had a call coming through and I had to tell them I call them back. But yeah, I do have strawberries on the end down here. Um, and I'm gonna actually weave it through this way. I'm gonna grab these tomatoes here because these tomatoes are called Cherokee tomatoes, and they are. Let me get down here and grab it. This is a Cherokee tomato here. It's not nothing bad on it. It just need to be washed and cleaned up. That's all that is. But anyway, these suckers are sweet. God already put everything that you need in these suckers to eat it, and these are some great tomatoes. That was one reason I grew these because I really wanted these types of tomatoes because of the growth and everything, and how big and rich flavor they have in it as well. got to move some stuff around. And all these I can leave right here, but I want to show you guys. Kind of gonna move them over so I can get to them. They leaning every which way. Uh-oh, drop that sucker. I'm coming down this side to show you because the strawberries on this end down here. And I'm gonna pretty much grab stuff and pull it back up because it's, like I said, they vines are going everywhere and I'm trying to keep me a pathway. Okay, so these are strawberries over here that Ken was asking about. So I got those in here as well. Let me move this back. And then got the watermelon vines going here too. The beauty of these is that, let me get that out there. Like I said, I got a lot of unwanted guests. Now I haven't been able to get to these strawberries, a lot of them. They've been, you know, say right here, you can see them. I don't know if you can see them or not. Let me put it this way. They're right there. And I haven't been able to get to a bunch of them. The thing is, I like strawberries, and so does my fiance. But also the birds love it too. So they've been down here just enjoying themselves with the strawberries and berries. And I haven't been able to, like I said, I haven't been able to physically get out here. This is a great plant here. So this is gonna grow up the fence. I'm gonna put another board to hold this fence back so it'll also help hold that watermelon back. And so this is gonna grow up this way. These strawberries, I was actually been trying to get them to grow a different way, to come to a different angle, because I don't want them to be so much over the fence and they're like going that way. They have extended vines, and they will eventually, if they get the room, they will eventually take over this bed. But because they're confined to this area, and I'm actually going to do these a little bit different this year, next year, Lord's will. I'm actually going to take these strawberries here. I'm going to leave these here, but I'm actually going to do this whole bed strawberries. So this whole entire bed will be strawberry, except for the grapes. The grapevine. Well, once they're established, I'm not moving there. And once the fig tree is established, the bush is established, I'm not moving it. But everything else, I can move. And so, yeah, I do have watermelon and strawberries. These tomatoes here is really basically just gone. That's another reason why I want to get over here and get this stuff off. See how those things looking? Basically, I want to just get over here and get all this off of here. Because, like I said again, it's a lot of overgrowth. Let me see. Y'all give me one moment here. I'm gonna reroute this vine. That's the beauty of that vine right there. Watermelon vine, you can actually reroute it when they get to growing. They don't necessarily have to come up some other and continue to go in that route. I lost a little baby watermelon in the process of it. That's fine. I might have burning something. Oh, I kept smelling smoke. Sorry, baby watermelon. So that'll reroute that one. I hate doing that, but it was in my way. Ooh, jeez, break nothing. Look at that. Another set. And these are actually the ones you buy in the grocery store. They're actually called clusters. So and the reason they call them clusters is because they're all together in on one vine. That's what I was saying earlier. Do your homework. Research what you're getting. Don't just rely on simple things and say, "Oh, I think I want to do this," or "Oh, I think that might happen this way." Look at this, and this is called a better boy, and that's a big tomato right there. So you want to do your homework. In here, I got and I did different varieties on tomatoes, basically because I wanted to taste different ones. I want to know how they tasted, what they looked like, how they was doing. This one here is still developing, so I'm gonna leave it up here and let it continue. Um, I wanted to be able to not just try one. I found out when I did some studying that it's like 1,500 tomatoes, over 1,500 tomatoes. I got another cabbage package that I ordered, and it's like over 2,100 cabbages. Um, and so I'm gonna actually incorporate that into the garden. My ultimate goal is to have growth in the garden year round. And I can come out in the wintertime, which cabbages and lettuce and choy, um, sweet char are all winter vegetables. And you can actually do that. Even some beans or I think it's like a green bean is also like a winter vegetable. So you want to do it according to your zone. I'm in zone 8. I'm in the longest zoning for the harvest. A heartline zone. This is zone 8, and that means that the crop area will grow a lot longer. It will actually grow throughout the whole entire summer, and then it will grow a lot longer into the winter months. You can check out the zoning that you're in and see exactly what zone frame that you're working with, and then that way you can be able to know what you can and can't grow. If you got them in pots and they're not producing like they should be doing, check your pot. Your pot might be too small. You might want to take it out and put it into a larger container. If you got a patio deck and you can't actually get, you don't have land, put it like that. Get it into a larger plant. That larger plant will actually, a larger pot. That larger pot will actually help your plant because it will actually give it where you can actually get more growth and stuff that will actually come from it because your roots are expanding, so therefore they need more room to expand. If it's not enough room to expand, then the plant will eventually wither up like these have done and die. And so you'll be like, I don't know what's going on. You want to take a look at your potting. You want to make sure your pot is right. You want to make sure your soil is right. You want to make sure your water is correct as well. And you want to make sure everything is operating together Homework. When I first started doing the garden, I never did. I didn't go to school for this. I actually got degrees and other stuff. So I never went to school to become a horticultural person that works outdoors or garden or whatever, in the area. But once I got into it, I prayed about it, asked the Lord about it because I was bored and stuff. And I ended up on this before I started working and stuff. I ended up on disability, and I wanted something to do. I wanted something that was going to be a harvest that was going to bring me to another part in my life where I can have some greater goods, greater things that was going to take place. And because of my boredness, and I was easily bored, I had to take that out. I actually broke it. I started doing gardening, and then from there, I just went from the garden section um, to what I have today. And again, it was all because I was bored. Now I had to break this plant because I actually didn't broke it when I was moving it, but I'm gonna stick it on there for harvesting purposes. It'll go back into the soil and redo some other beautiful plants. It's just nutrition, everyday process like it normally does, but God intended. So, but this is want to bring you guys along, show you the harvest, show you what I'm doing. I gotta get up so I can go to the other side. Well, actually, I gotta get up, get the bucket, and come back in here, and then go to the other side and get the ones on the other side out. And then I'm gonna go in the house because it's hot out here. So, so I'm gonna go and get my. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna get my bucket here, and I'm gonna have to put you guys. Well, I ain't gonna put you down. Now look, Walls. You go on about your business. I ain't got time to deal with you. You ain't got time to deal with me. That walk right there. Nobody invited your little red tail to the party, so don't you bite me, and I won't have to kill you. You can live a long, bust-free life, Val, if you leave me alone. Yeah, you don't, you're gonna die. Simple as that. Uh, yeah, he wanna hang around. So while he hanging around, let me go get my stand. So I can show you guys what I'm doing. And I don't do good with bees, y'all. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna put y'all down for 1 second. Let y'all look out the door. Look outside and watch everything. Keep eye on everything, fuck.